Hello and welcome to this episode of No Blasters with me, Kieran Bartlett. Today's guest, none other than Banger's Best, Dave Elliott. Unbelievable. It's a great Arsenal shirt. Is that fresh? Is that fresh?
It's the current one, yeah. It's
great.
current.
Rice on the back.
Rice in the back,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
And the Champions League logo for the first group stages, and then when we're in the Europa League, I'll get them taken off. Updated as per.
That's enjoyable. How did that finish last night? Was it 2-1?
2-1 Darcy Lons.
Stinking. Was that in Lens?
Lons, yeah. And did you see the goals?
No.
Lons scored two absolute pearlers. The first goal was one of the best goals I've ever seen.
Mental. I'll have to check them
Unbelievable.
out. Today's episode is sponsored by the Cambridge Barbershop. This is where I go to get my haircut. So they have shops on Lisburn Road and one at 9 Strandmillis Road at Queen's. This is the closest barbershop to Queen's. They're great for students. They do student discount 6 days a week. They've got 4 great barbers in there. Kieran, Reese, 2 other lads, Sean, somebody else. What are their names, Dan? Sorry. Kieran, Michael. I know they definitely have a Reese. Sorry, I fucked up. But anyway, great discounts in there. Closest barbershop to Queen's. See the crack in the shop. It's just great. It's a nice atmosphere.
Kieran, Reese, Stephen, and John.
Kieran, Reese, Stephen, and John. I got 3. I got 3 of those out. Like,
You didn't get a John and a Steve.
and I added
did
a
you?
Michael and Sean. Here are 2 guys that work in the one on Lisburn Road with Faye as well. So it's a great place. The crack's great. They do all manner of haircuts. They do all manner of shaves. They also you don't need to book an appointment. It's walk-in only, cash only, I think, as well. And just it's a great place. A great place to be. Definitely check out the Cambridge Barbershop, especially the one at Queen's, especially if you're a student. 6 days a week, student discount. They open early. They open relatively late as well. I think they close like after 5 and all.
24 hours?
Wouldn't be 24 hours. Be maybe 9 or 10 hours a day. It's pretty fucking great for barbers. It's a great place. Just go and hang out in it as well. It's funny. You'll also see comedians and rugby stars and boxers and fucking. It's a great time. I saw Jake O'Kane in it the other day.
Do you ever get any wee bit of food or wee cup of tea or something? In it?
I think. Do you know what they do? I think you can ask for tea, but there's tea place next door.
Nice.
It's a good wee
You know,
time.
if you're homeless, get in there. Bit of warmth.
Sound guys, good
Hang out with
crack.
people.
Great
Look after
haircuts,
yourselves.
great times. Thank you, Cambridge. We love it. Today's episode, I also want to just tell you about our Patreon over at patreon.com/noblasters. This is the home, the HQ of all things Goblin King and all things No Blasters. We have an extra episode, No Blasters, called Extra Time, that comes out every Thursday. We have a cookery segment. We have announcements, gig announcements, and deals on tickets, and just good crack on there. We have all manner of things on the Patreon from as little as £3 a month. For £6 a month, you can get your own episode of No Blasters Extra Time, where you play me on EA FC 24, the new FIFA. Fucking hard to say. And some of the tickets that we announced, that we do pre-announcements for over there, are for my shows at the SSE. That's the Sky music. That's when you know something big's coming on Sky. I have the 2 gigs in the SSE this November, the 10th and 24th. New tickets are released for both shows right now, so please buy them. Let me pay for the things that I've already bought, please. It's gonna be a good time. It's a whole new show. It's a whole, like, a brand new show, musical comedy. We're going to have an absolutely amazing finale at it as well. And I hope you just come to those and it'll be a good time. Now, last night over on the Patreon, patreon.com/noblasters, we did a live stream of the new FIFA with Dave Elliott here, James McKegney, Willie T, Aaron Butler, and Pizza from Pizza Works. Talk to me now. So, Pizza Works provided us with excellent pizzas and dough balls and chicken tenders.
See the chicken tenders, the protein. Jeez, I woke up this morning with 28-inch pythons.
Oh mate, I woke up this morning just with like a wee bit of one under one of my tits, but it was pickled. What a great time for food. But one of the guys that was in there mixed, so they gave us dips. They gave us garlic dip and barbecue dip and all.
Can I say, who the fuck do you think he is? The BFG?
He
mixing all this shit together.
He mixed a wee dirty, very hot sauce, like dragon's blood, like really hot, right? And he said to me here,
what was his name? Merlin?
See if you can sort of catch somebody out. Well, and I sort of laughed and was like, oh, no warning, no mercy, and we had a bit of a crack about it. And then when I got it, he wrote barbecue on it, right? And when I got it, I was like, do you know what? I don't want the accident. Like I don't want to actually catch somebody. So I told everybody here, mind that's gonna be hot as fuck. And then Dave came up with the idea of betting the losers of a co-op game between him and Willie and me and Aaron Butler on one side. So we were Celtic, they were Rangers, and then we were
You absolutely pumped
we
us.
were Ireland, and you were the North.
Northern Ireland.
And the North, and and we absolutely pumped us 7-0 over 2 games. Now, I meant that they had to take the hot sauce. So him and Willie both dipped a finger into the hot sauce, obviously, and the hot sauce that they gave us, not just like any hot sauce. And then, mate, every one of you that had that hated it hard.
Did you
like,
try it?
No.
No. Have you ever seen the video? It's like it's a viral clip of like it's a guy or a girl wearing like some sort of witch's mask, and a guy with him has like this long witch's finger, and he's like, and he goes to pop it in, and he goes the whole way, and it's like the whole way down the throat. It's hilarious. I, for some reason, went deep into my throat with the whole friggin' sauce, and I hit the back of my actual throat. So I thought in my wisdom, if I surpass the tongue, it won't be that burny. But no, I got straight into the gullet.
Right, so like,
I felt it was closing up. I thought.
Did you ever have like a hot curry or a Chinese or like hot sauce or something?
Only by accident.
And then like, do you ever go to do a wee burp after it, and it brings up a wee bit of like acid? Do you ever do that?
Do you? Yes.
Do you ever get an acidy bit in the back of your throat? It's awful. Is that the type of feeling we're talking about?
Do you not
here?
remember last night? You could watch it back on the footage. I was going to be sick. Like, and when I initially took it, I thought I was going to throw up. And I genuinely at one point was like, can I have the bin over? Because I thought, I'm going to be sick.
Willie thought he was having a heart attack.
It was horrible.
McKegney seemed fine with it, though.
I mean, yeah, he's had worse, I'm sure.
But there was I've had different hot sauces. I went to a chili festival in Belfast before. They used to do have these.
Was that in Custom Square?
Yeah, I went there.
That was good.
It was good crack.
I never had it.
I would buy hot sauces and then go home with like 4 of them and go, I'm not even into this. Why have I been duped into spending 40 quid on hot sauce? And I liked when they would give you like wee bits of broken cracker and all to dip in them. There was one that I got that I fucking loved. It was like,
that's what I call William.
It had mango, wee cracker.
Oh, broken cracker.
All right, there was all these wee there was like, it was like a fruity flavored hot sauce. I think it was from Jamaica or something. So it had like Scotch bonnets and mango and all in it. And it was fucking unreal.
See, if you got Scotch bonnet, I just go, nah, you're all right.
Do you know what I used to do with it? And this was class. And you know way like that stuff lasts forever. Because it's all just like vinegar and chili. So I would do like a wee round of peanut butter and then do a wee drop of that on and then just spread it across like literally a drop.
But
see, it would give you like a weird satay vibe.
But the hot sauce, they name hot sauces stupid things like the arse rapist.
Or
like,
yeah, it's all.
You know what that's going to be? It's pain. The Death Reaper.
It's always shit like that, isn't it?
Throat cancer, and you're like, don't call it hot sauce. That's going to not do good things.
Incestuous insanity sauce.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's going to be nice. Just at what point does it go beyond people doing it to be mad bastards?
I know, yeah.
Actually enjoying the taste.
This is. So there was a guy I used to know was very into hot sauces and chilies, and I always had the impression that it was like, you know, he would sit and eat a chili, and you're like, you're doing that so people think you're mod, right?
Like a mod.
MAWD, right?
Oh, you go fucking stupid hair. You must be crazy.
Yeah. You must be good at a party. You look like you finger your sister, right?
You've got curtains and a mustache. What are you like? You're only 19.
So,
fleece too and rings. What a fashion choice you are. This guy's.
What do you make of that revival of like early 90s German teenager fashion?
No, I don't. You know, that's what it is. That's you fucking hit the nail on the head. You give me a copy of Good or Rice at 2. You open it up and this is fashion.
Heute, Teile 1, bitte, right?
No,
that's German Today. That's what that.
But you know me, I think like
edition 1.
You know when they say that people have a look about them,
book 1,
and like if you were to be like, say for example, what's the stereotypical look of a pedo? Someone beard, glasses, big coat.
Mate, that could be me, but I'm not like that. You know what I mean? I have glasses and a beard.
You don't wear your glasses in public.
To be fair, a ferry, I don't have a coat.
But see the style of the guys now. I think whenever you come out with your wee mustache and your curtains and all and your wee fleeces, you look like somebody who would like help at like a Christian holiday camp. You know, man, you send your kids, we'll look after them. When really that is the new because they're
you know what I mean?
They're young
Yeah,
nonces.
neue Nonce.
Yeah,
You know what
that's
I mean?
neue Nonce. Yeah.
Das Nunz.
Ja, das ist mein Lieblingskind. Yeah.
So a Kinderfile. So they so that's what I am. Though. I just love a
Imagine
bueno.
if that's what a Kinder Surprise was, just the fucking camp leader's dick. No.
Be a small dick if it's, if it's inside a Kinder egg.
Well, it's inside a kid. It's going to be small.
Oh
dick
my
too.
god! Do you remember
Schmeckt
that?
mir gut.
Do you remember that? What do you call it? Schmeck mir gut. Do you remember? Smacks me good. That's what that basically means. Do you remember? Do you remember? Oh, Kinder
Dick milk?
Bueno. Kinder Bueno.
That's German for full fat milk, by the way.
What is Dick milk?
Yeah.
It sounds like a category on Pornhub. But there's Do you ever? Oh, mate, I'd say Kinder Bueno.
You know what they are? They are some of the
They're
nicest
elite. Like
chocolates.
they're elite.
They are some of the nicest. See,
Um,
what are the ones you get? They're like, is it the Bueno ones? And they're like wafery.
yeah. No, oh no.
And you get
Oh,
the white chocolate ones, the wee fucking.
it has like that. The key to the Bueno is that wee hazelnut paste that they put in the middle.
Oh. See, you know where they sell like the fluff of marshmallows? You can eat that.
You
out
should
of it.
just. I think you can get they definitely did a thing where they
10
were
High
doing
Street
Bueno.
Hollywood. No blasters. Listeners, send it in.
I'm sure they did a thing where you could buy that, couldn't you? For a time, the
What?
Bueno
The cream?
mix.
I just call it Bueno cream.
Yeah.
I'd be there.
Do you know what I would buy? I think I've said this before. Southwest sauce from Subway.
Yeah.
I would like that for my own house.
But then something happened to me. Last time I was in Subway, I went in and they didn't have it in the squirty bottles. They had it in an actual like labeled bottle. I was kind of hold on here. You've run out of Southwest sauce here. And
Yeah, where are you
some.
getting this bollocks from?
But it was the exact same, so there must be an existing Southwest sauce that tastes just like that.
Getting back over to your stingy ring piece, I was reading, you see, yesterday, because I had something stingy on Monday night.
Mm-hmm.
So yesterday I was doing a wee Zoom meeting. Literally just before it started, a wee Zoom wanted to fly out of me, right? So I had to run in and do like an absolute fucking
Massacre.
just a lap around Silverstone in the bog, right? And I was fucking skidding all over it, right? And my ring was in fucking tatters, right? Like it was real, like it was a stingy hot shit, like. And I literally Googled for the first time in my life, why does certain foods why does curry, because I'd had curry, why it was a hot curry. I was like, why does curry provide me with diarrhea, like, and with sting in the ring, and it's a thing called
Sounds like a WWE event.
sting in the ring, yeah, and it's a thing called capsaicin or something, not capsicum, capsaicin or I think that's how you pronounce it.
So, but
Do
does
you want to look us up for a stand?
but does Tommy acid not? See, that's what I don't get.
CAPSAICIN,
Is how
capsaicin.
Tommy acid erodes everything, but yet the spice will still come out.
So what the spice
Man.
does, what capsaicin does, is
Sounds like a character from
it
Mortal Kombat, doesn't
irritates. Capsaicin wins. He just fires chili shit at you. So there was apparently what it does is it inflames pain receptors in your actual intestine and then down into your fucking colon, into your ring piece.
But can I just say though too, when you get
Is that what it's called?
when you get
Did I pronounce it right now?
Well, that's how it's spelled, so it doesn't tell me how to pronounce it, but that's how it's spelled.
And
so.
and it's different to capsicum, which is
just
also
whenever you jizz into the lid of a Coke
capsicum's like that. It's like chili oil type stuff, is it?
I think they're related to they're somehow related to the plants belonging to the genus Capsicum. So it's
Right, okay.
There is a relationship.
bottle. Genus capsicum.
I'll
Sounds like
tell you
your-
what.
Your mass mate that married a wee Spanish waiter.
Who does capsicum?
Jane Capsicum. Or Janet Capsicum.
Capsicum if she's married a fucking Spanish waiter. Now, I am. That's what he's bringing her. A espresso. It was mental though. So
just from a
the
rose.
funny thing that happened today was you texted in the group to say you did not enjoy
Yes.
the time on the bog this morning, and then Willie sent a group message saying
was it Butler?
he was wondering, or was it Butler?
Yeah. I said it went in the same way as it came out.
Oh no, but
No?
there was one where and he said hi on your finger, and then there was one Willie wrote onto it there. He was wondering why his hole was sore this morning. It's just funny, like. So last night was a lot of crack, wasn't
Yes, it was a lot of fun, and I just want to point out on the main podcast that in our team that we lost to you guys. I mean, you just totally deserved to win. Stinking football, but you deserved to win. But Willie let our team down, and I beat him. So
He
I can't even
did.
argue about
He
that.
sort
You
of,
know?
there was definitely a time where
You know?
you started commenting on what was going on in the game, and he did give it away a lot. Like he was giving the ball away, and then we were cutting through. He was like,
you know what he was doing? He was holding on to it. He was trying to, like, just
trying to jang around us and all, and then you would go past it, and he'd geef it. He geefed it a fair few times.
He loves the crossfield ball. What's he doing?
Yeah. Do you know what? I'm actually in a group called Crossfield Balls with lads I used to play FIFA with. I worked in Tesco with.
Like Willie as well.
It's because one of them used to love a crossfield ball, but like the amount of times he would lose it.
You know he plays like Christian Gross, the ex-Spurs manager.
Remember him?
Shite.
Bald.
Yeah, gross by name, gross by nature.
Yeah. Do you remember, what did you call that other called? Martin Yall. Do you remember him? Big Spurs guy.
Do you want to hear a fact about Martin Yall? Do you know what his two brothers are called? Do you know? No? Do you know? Do you want to Google it and tell Kieran? I don't want to give it out. Martin Yall's brothers.
I think you've told me this before. No, you tell us.
One's called Dick, and the other's called Cock. True story.
Dick and Cock, and then wee Marty in the middle. Yeah.
Cock Joe.
Martin in the middle is a sitcom with Martin Yall in it, where he's just like
between a cock and a hard place.
Unbelievable. Cock and Dick.
I know, like I know they're Dutch, but I mean, what the fuck's their parents doing?
Chinese cousin called Wang, like that's fucking unbelievable. Is there any like that's fucking?
Yeah, an American called Walt.
Unbelievable. Oh, it's funny. So, have you much coming up comedy wise?
Yeah, a few things coming up. Yeah. When's this coming out?
2 weeks, I think. Mid-October.
Okay, I really enjoyed that. Yeah, I'm doing a show in the Courthouse in Bangor on the 7th of December. That just came out a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. A few Christmas shows.
Courthouse is great, isn't it?
Oh, mate, love it. And we had a great time there a couple of weeks ago.
We did,
when I was there opening for you, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. It's actually in like 3 days' time.
Yeah, but no, it
excuse me.
Okay, it's good. Like, there's a lot of, when you got this time of year, you kind of have your plan for next year. So I'm trying to put the tour together for next year, sort of springtime, and then there'll be a few like Christmas compilation type things. There may or may not be. Us live.
I'm doing that springtime shit as well. The minute putting it together,
like,
it's fucking home.
It is. It's been whole. Like this time of year, it's good because the last few weeks I've been kind of quiet because an auntie passed away. And we sort of were just looking after her, and then when she passed away, I wasn't in the mood to be funny for a wee while. And then I just kind of thought, there's stuff ticking over there. And then I'm looking at all my emails, being like, oh shit, I have a ton of things to get back to. Right. So I'm covering that at the minute, and then just
I find
a lot of
take
gigs.
A couple of days away for any reason. And like if I don't deal with emails on a daily, like it's a fucking nightmare.
It's a nightmare. And you forget people, and then you get ones. Oh, what about this? And you're like, fuck, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I've done a few forgetsies recently, but you know what? I'm getting better at putting shit in my wee calendar on my phone.
See, I am still old school. I like to just use a hard diary, and to the point that if I put it in my phone, I'll not put it in right, and there'll be something wrong there. So I've
done that recently, which is annoying. I've had a couple of things as we were talking about now, diary chat, but I put a couple of meetings in, and somebody moved a meeting, and then when I went to scroll it across, I ended up putting it in like at the wrong time, and showed up quite late, but
a little bit after the fact.
And Willie just fully fucking missed a meeting that we had with Boost last week. A wee cunt. Terrible first impression of us because it was one of the meetings. I've done this with 2 meetings recently where I've slid it in the wrong place after having moved it. So that was one of them. So I showed up late and Willie didn't show up at all, and we're going here. Give us money.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No, I
we'll hand out Boost here, mate. I handed out Boost so good at that thing last week. Oh, I just fucking.
You loving it,
mate?
You should
stuck me behind a bin of Boost, like a literal big barrel of Boost. Like, I must have shifted about fucking 200 tins of that shit.
And were you on commission?
No. They were paying.
You should have like I don't.
Paying us to sort of go do like a video with a load of students and then come back to the campus.
Were students all right? Like,
yeah, good
sound.
Yeah.
They weren't all offended all by you.
No, they were dead on.
Good. Sometimes they
no, because they were comedy fan students.
Nice.
You know, so they would come over. We'd recruit them to go and do this thing. We went to this thing called Prison Island.
I've heard about that.
Apparently
it's a lot of fun.
If I was comparing it to something, it's like real life crystal maze. It's a lot of crack.
I think I'd say real life crystal meth, and I'd be like, that'd be a good combo. Crystal meth on crystal meth.
Prison Island, they give you crystal meth, and you just sit in a room.
What about Dickie O'Brien? Was he there?
He wasn't. But
Is he Katie Brett or is he still
Ed Shooter
kicking?
Poll was there though.
He just didn't live up to
He
it,
was
did he?
shit. He was shit.
Maybe that's what they need to do: reboot it and bring back.
See Richard
Yeah.
O'Brien talking about Mumsy and the affairs that she was having,
Yeah.
and he was always like overplaying the harmonica and being like, "Oh, Mumsy, she's out with Nigel again."
Yeah.
Like, oh, I fucking loved all that. It's Top
Yeah.
Panther. Like, do you know what it is? I thought that was funny when I was a kid. Didn't really get why it was funny.
Yeah.
And then watched it as an adult on Challenge. Of course, it did. And
Challenge
it's
good
fucking
channel.
great. I love Challenge.
It's a good channel.
Uh,
Krypton Factor, yes.
Old Krypton Factor. None of that
I don't-
fucking mid-range
I don't
shit.
call that. They see new stuff now.
If it doesn't have, what did you call him? Gordon Burns? Gordon Byrne? The original Krypton Factor guy? Was that his name? Can I just say, see if his name is Gordon Byrne or even something like it? Gordon Burns, I think it is. See if that's true.
That's an incredible call.
That's a Krypton Factor 10 when it comes to fucking... Some people are watching this going, what he's even on about? Gordon Burns?
Gordon Burns, yeah.
There you go. What a shout. What a shout.
Stand and take 10 points. Thank you.
But also the original Gladiators. It's hard to beat. Oh, love that.
We've talked about Gladiators
Tremendous.
on here, mate.
Tremendous.
Oh my god! Like, see just the actual. Can you feel the power of the gladiator?
And there was a John Fashanu. Awooga.
A wooga.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. What would be your go-to event in Gladiators?
Oh, there was an event that I still reckon now I would be better than anyone at. It's, the one where you just have to run through people.
The gauntlet. Oh,
Yeah, I would get
we
through
used to do
people
that.
easily.
See, whenever at school, the gauntlet was like a thing that we did.
Yeah,
I wasn't really involved in it.
yeah.
People in my year did it.
We did that in the corridor too, school bags.
So this is see ours would be people would stand before you, and if you were running the gauntlet, you were allowed a bag on your front and a bag on your back.
Yeah.
And you just had to fucking sprint, right? Now I was rarely involved because I at this time in my life, I think I was in third year, but definitely were in third year
Yeah.
because we had our lockers up in the science corridor, right? So
See, ours were in geography.
see, that's where you do it wrong. See, our geography corridor was on the other side of school with the languages.
Were you above it at the time? I could just see you just sitting there watching, being like, "This is not for me."
Mate,
This
do you know what it was?
not for
I
me.
hadn't that hadn't even
No.
happened yet. It was this,
Yeah.
but it was not for me.
But
This
so
is not
much
for
so
me.
you're
and
like,
I'm twisting them. I'm twisting them. You know. So I was doing that.
Like lead guitarist.
I was
stuff,
up talking-
Mudvayne.
Yeah. Yes. Big Greg out of Mudvayne.
Oh, that's niche.
And
Like, no one's gonna get that.
That is Greg Trebet. I have, Also,
Fuck your trombette.
Mudvayne are back, by the way. Did you know this?
Yes.
They've reformed. Have you seen? Dum, dum,
Yeah.
dang. Everybody
Oh.
knows. Everybody knows that. Berber dang. But
What's he be Martini thing?
Ram Martini, mate.
What a bassist.
Do you know what? This is a true story. I've been watching live Mudvayne a lot on YouTube and having it on playing, right? While I'm working. And I was watching interviews with Ram Martini literally this week. He has a signature bass that's with, I think, Federa is the company that make it, right? And I went on just out of interest. Just out of interest. I'm interested in bass. And I'm getting more interested in electric guitar again. I've never really had one for any amount of time, so I'm thinking of getting one for the crack, right? But I was on just to see how much is that bass. Go on.
The Ram Martini signature. And like he's put his name to it, so you'd imagine it's commercially affordable. I was going to say 400 quid.
The deposit is $2,000. They're going for 15 grand.
15 grand for
I went
a
for
bass?
a Berber dang when
Yeah.
you can get one for £100.
Yeah.
Now it won't sound like a Berber dang. It'll
Yeah.
sound a bit like a fucking but
Yeah.
like anyway.
But
So
I watched the thing. There's a guy who did a video on YouTube of him covering Dig, but on just the bass. And
Yeah.
it's unbelievable.
I think I've watched that exact
Yeah,
video. Does
I
it
just-
have the tabs on it as well? It comes up.
I
like
think
the-
so, but
the numbers.
But it's just like an old. I think it's like a Latino guy, and he's just like, and it's
It
unbelievable.
is unbelievable.
As someone who doesn't play any instruments, I love
Yep.
when you get into wormhole videos,
Yep.
watching people.
Because it
either-
isn't just the Berber
Oh.
dang. It's the doodle-up, 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 Berber dang.
Yeah.
Doodle-up. Oh,
But see, when you watch the combos, like I get into watching drummers.
that's exactly what it's.
Have you seen that Spanish guy, El Esperanto Cibriano, I think he's
Oh, I
called.
think so.
He's the most unbelievable drummer I've ever
Really?
seen. You'll watch one video of him and then you'll be like, oh, I had 7 things to do and it's 4 hours later and I'm still watching this.
Still watching him, yeah.
So he's unbelievable.
I do that with guitar players, you
Yeah.
know.
Do you?
I did that with the guys from Protest the Hero recently. They have videos on where they're, and Killswitch to be fair, where they're showing you how to play their songs, and I'm just sitting going,
Do you know much about Polyphia?
no.
They're a band that have no vocalist. They just
You let me hear
Yeah.
these
Oh,
before.
they're unbelievable.
They're actually pretty unbelievable.
like they're like
yeah.
wizards.
Yeah.
You like you
It's
watch
sort
it.
of Spanish-y metal-y.
Yeah, and it's like they're all their guitarists and then the bass is unbelievable. And then you watch it back and go, actually, the drummer's the best in this group.
Yeah.
It's wild.
You did let me see them before.
Yeah, they're unbelievable.
Back to the Gauntlet, right?
Mhm.
So I remember one day that I did get involved where this wee lad in my year, he was in my class in fairness. He had run the Gauntlet. So the Gauntlet was people actually trying to stop you.
Yeah, but it
Right.
was all
Now,
like no
I
holds
was
barred
standing-
violence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was standing at the end of the Gauntlet talking to somebody,
Mhm.
and this guy basically ploughed through and was getting away. And as he sort of came towards me, he bumped into me with the bag at the front, and I instinctively
Yeah.
went like that and
Yeah.
pushed him back. And mate, the next thing you just saw hands coming up behind him and grabbing him, and he got dragged back into it. It was like, do you
Like
know
The
that-
Walking Dead.
yeah, do you know that bit in The Mummy where the big face is
Yeah.
just coming behind the
Oh,
plane, just
Imhotep?
going,
Yeah.
we plane, right?
He fucked him. You fucked him.
Emo tap. Oh, I
Oh,
love
you were
that.
literally emo tap.
Emo tap. Yeah, it's me. Yeah, yeah. Emo tap. Oh, mummy. Right. What a great movie.
Oh, it was a good time.
Do you know what's a shit one? No, where Chloe saw it there on Netflix last night and was like, "Have we seen that?" And I went, we went to the cinema to see it.
Tom Cruise.
The Tom Cruise
Yeah, it was
one.
wick, wasn't it? Wick.
It was peace.
No,
I didn't like
if you're
that.
going to do it, it needs to be pomp, pageantry, over the top, like with The Rock, Scorpion King.
Mate,
we need them all.
see, to be fair, Brendan Fraser's fucking great in that.
You know what? We tried to watch The Whale the other day, but it was like, it's a film that I really want to watch, but I put it on whenever Catherine had a mate round. So we're like, let's put it on, and then
It's not a movie night movie. It's a sit alone and fucking
we
crying
watched
in
him
your cornflakes.
pulling the
movie.
wire of himself to the porn, and we're like, maybe that's not for us. And then I think we stuck something.
Spoiler alert:
lighthearted
Brendan
on.
Fraser wanks in the whale. I
Yeah,
didn't know.
Clifford and the Big Red Dog.
Whale wank.
Put that on.
Wow.
But yeah, but it's not a fun experience because
Yeah.
then like a Jehovah calls to the door, and he's having a wee bit of a asthma attack after his wank, and he has to help him and all. It just makes you go, nah. Don't
That's a
watch
bit
this.
grim, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit grim.
What about that? Do you know who I love in The Mummy? You know the guy who's like Egyptian himself, and he's like,
Looks a bit like Jason Momoa.
yes.
Or Rushdu, the old Turkish goalkeeper.
Yes. He looks like Rushtu.
Yes,
aye.
I know who you
Fucking
mean.
right,
Yes.
yeah. Fucking Rushtu Rekbar.
Yeah.
Fucking just blasting him with tap at machine gun. Oh man, I love him.
The Mummy's good. There's another one to add to our list to watch along.
He has loads of the lines in the first two Mummy films that are like, you know, you've awoken hell here type
Yeah.
lines, you know, like there's definitely one he says where he's like, you've just killed us all or something like
Yeah.
that, and it's like everybody goes,
What's
Insanes.
your favorite movie like that with great quotes in it that like that's maybe underrated or go under the radar a bit?
is it your favorite movie as well?
No, it's not Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. No,
Tell the truth.
but there's one that I watch and I don't know because it's been completely panned by the critics.
Right.
But for me, it's one of my favorites.
Right.
The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
That is decent. That is
Oh,
decent. Yeah.
Alan Quatermain.
It took probably more shit than it was due.
Yeah,
Like,
but there's
it's
two
annoying
lines
that
in
it's
it.
Connery's last one.
But there's two.
I told that story, didn't I, about how he was meant to be in a something that sort of slightly Monuments Man-y that he was meant to be in.
But no,
and
that
the
was
director fucked him.
that was a great one because there's a line in that one of his lines it's the first scene where he's like having a bit of a fight and the bad guys are chasing him and he just wipes them out and he turns around and he goes, oh, wasn't there another one of these buggers? That's great. But the line that I love, it's Captain Nemo is talking about the bomb that they're setting.
Yeah.
And he goes says something along the lines of, and he would set a bomb that would blow Venice's foundations to rubble, like that. And it's just why has he turned Belfast at the end to rubble, and I love it, and it's just great.
There's,
All the characters in it.
doesn't it have like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in it and all? And
he's
The Invisible
fantastic
Man.
in it too. Yeah.
it's
Oh.
great.
Speaking of, do you see the latest Invisible Man film?
No.
Unbelievable.
Was it good?
Fucking brilliant.
Who's
really,
in it?
really, really good.
Nobody.
I don't even know who, because I think it's one of those ones. Oh, yeah,
can't say.
yeah. But I think it is one of those ones that you know you just have good actors in, but they're not like household names
Aye.
really. And
Is Elizabeth Moss in it?
yeah, I don't know that, but you both.
What else is
yeah.
she in?
Zoe Bartlett
Zoe Bartlett.
from The West Wing.
Oh, sorry, I'm sitting there
Yeah.
on what? Yeah.
Yeah, but it was unbelievable. Really, really good. And it had a bit more of a. It was like a spousal abuse kind of theme. You know, the Invisible
wow.
Man was an abuser, and that added to the fact that he was also a creep and an
Do you
abuser.
want to see my Brendan Fraser face?
Yeah.
So this is when there's a couple of faces he pulls in the Mummy,
Uh-huh.
or a couple of times when he pulls this face. So one is there's a bit where dynamite's about to go off or something, and he like runs behind a wee wall and like sits down
Yeah.
and waits for the and the explosion comes over his head, and he goes like,
He looks like a guy we both know. Does that face quite regularly?
"Very nice, that guy."
No. He's a producer. You know who I mean. He got it. Yeah.
So great times though. But if I was picking a movie, do you know I could act The Rock is probably a movie that that has a
Speaking of,
has a lot of great
yeah.
Connery lines in it. You know what I mean?
Connery's
I'm only borrowing your Humvee. Oh, I love it.
The Rock
Know what
is
I
a
mean?
good one. It's a good time.
How's your bowling arm? After he's fucking ripped the arm off his cunt.
And Schwarzenegger's got some crackers too for like that. Commando, I think, is my favorite.
Commando's a fucking gag.
There's, you know, when he decides he's going to get them and he hops in the wee canoe, there's no need for him to be completely shirtless and oiled up.
Yeah.
I'm going to get you now. Fuck you, cunts.
Have you seen
It doesn't say fuck you, cunts in it.
Have you seen Commando the musical? That thing that's on YouTube. There's
No.
loads of these, but it's really funny. It's like 2 minutes.
But I have heard of the band Arnold Core. Have you heard of those guys?
They do Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah,
like
they
rock
do like
music,
rock
yeah.
songs. Get yourself to Mars.
See this one, the Commando musical.
Uh-huh.
What the great thing that these guys do is it uses musical themes from the movie.
Yeah.
So this is literally starts off with the
Your Bennett's Commando, isn't he?
yeah.
Yeah.
Let off some steam, Bennett. Oh, I'm gonna shoot you, Matrix. I'm gonna shoot you right in the balls. He looks like fucking Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, I also thought he looked like Northern Ireland legend.
Don't
Billy
shoot me
Hamilton
now.
In his
What?
prime. Billy Hamilton in his
Hamilton.
prime, yeah. And I'm no Billy's daughter. And I always just, every time I saw him, was like, wanted to just tell him to let off some
Yeah.
steam. But never.
Let off some steam,
Like, what are you
Billy.
doing? Like, nothing.
Yeah. I enjoy. I also enjoy Predator a lot.
Oh,
for lines.
Predator's great. Predator's great.
Just
Have you ever
classics.
watched Predator online?
On? No, I've never. Done
I've never
that.
even done gear. I just joke about it.
Neither have I.
People probably think I'm a real gear fiend.
I think people offer me gear quite a lot.
You should take it and sell it.
People
Mark
like,
it up.
You would be surprised how often people are over to get a photo and offer me drugs.
I think, what is that?
You want a gear? Do you want gear? Do you want a key?
Okay.
I didn't even know what
Just
that meant.
say-
I thought a key is. This is how I had to be schooled on this. I went, is a key not quite a lot of drugs? Like
Yeah.
a kilogram of drugs?
All
And they were like, yeah, if you're dealing it in Miami,
yeah.
it's a key. But like, a key is just like literally
Literally
like
a key.
dust on the end of a car
Yeah.
key or something.
Yeah. You know what? I'm buzzed enough to just still be here. Like,
Mate, I'm high on life. I
That's it.
don't need no gear.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
I was at a funeral recently, right? And I've taken this inspo. Like, I know Tom Smith's my guru and everything, but the inspo I get from this is just the pastor, because he's French. He and sponsors Newcastle's kits. He goes, listen, people say you only live once. You don't. You only die once. You're living every second you're alive. And I was like, you're
Oh
fucking
my
right.
god.
Live in the moment.
I thought he was gonna go, you only live twice, and then stick
Yeah.
on a Connery.
I know.
You know, wasn't that the one that was like the sort of non-licensed Bond? It was
Yes, with his
it
comeback.
was like a remake of Thunderball. You only
Yeah.
live twice,
Didn't
or was
Noel
it Never
Edmonds-
Say Never Again? I can't remember.
I think it was You Only Live Twice.
No, it must have been. No, it must. Is You Only Live Twice the one where Blofeld comes back, and maybe it's Never Say Never Again.
You know
Might
what?
be the last one that he
that
did.
last one with Blofeld. No, don't bring Blofeld
Spectre?
back. Don't know. I didn't like Spectre.
What about? I'm trying to think of other movies that have like.
Do you know what? Here, I'm just going to say it. Bar Casino Royale. Daniel Craig's Bonds weren't good.
I like Skyfall.
Oh, that was so stupid. Why'd they end up just in a castle in fucking Edinburgh with Judi Dench? Stupid. Wipe her out.
I like that one.
Nah, wipe her out.
I didn't mind one of the ones after that too. One of them. So there was Spectre.
Spectre shit. Quantum of Solace wasn't good.
Didn't like Quantum of Solace.
The last one was 10 today.
I had
No,
a good
didn't
time
like it
watching that,
either.
but I hated the
Yeah.
ending, and I
Yeah.
also hated several of the through lines of the movie. But I thought he was great in it.
Who would you have as the next Bond?
I mean, Do you go like
Trans.
do you go Elba?
I go trans. I put Caitlyn Jenner in there. Shock the world.
I don't know.
My name's Bond.
There's rumours that Nolan's writing a couple of
Steven?
scripts. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
imagine
he's
that.
doing the new. He might be writing the new Bond.
Vinnie Hurl's going to play Bond. No.
Imagine Stephen Nolan as James Bond. I would love it. I would absolutely love it. You, Bond, you fat butt. What are you saying to me? Tim McGarry as Jaws. Come here, I get you. I just meant to bite him, not a dick. That's just one time I'm not
Don't
meant
bite
to dick.
yourselves. What?
Who's to blame for you having no face? Me.
What about who could be Bond? Does
So-
it need to be British?
The rumours are Nolan's doing these ones and they're going to be set in the time that Fleming wrote them.
Oh, good.
I want Bale in those.
Well, Cillian Murphy will be in it then too, won't he?
Oh, he's good.
He is good.
He should be a villain though.
Oh, Thing will be in it.
He should be Doctor No. If
Wee
we're gonna
Barry.
fucking what?
Barry Keogh. Is it Keogh? He's
Ah,
yeah,
yeah.
he'll be in it too.
Barry Keogh. Yeah,
Keogh.
he is good. Did you like that movie?
But just want to say,
Banshee ones. Banshees.
the Banshee of Inisherin, honestly thought it was brilliant.
I thought it was
Really,
brilliant.
really good.
I'm a big fan of his films.
Yeah, I thought it was brilliant. Really, really enjoyed it. And some
Um,
people like to bitch it, but I think no, it's tremendous writing, characterization,
tremendous
and just
writing.
excellent.
do you know what it's sort of like
Excellent.
though? I think it's heavily influenced by The Field. Have you ever seen that with
Field?
what do you call him? Richard Harris,
No, But
John
like
Hurt,
Dickie
Sean
Harris.
Bean, written by
Right, John, hurt your baby.
John B. Keane, as opposed to
That
Johnny
sounds
B.
like a
Good.
wrestler.
I know. Yeah.
John B. King.
Yeah, John B. Keane. He was.
John
There's
B.
a great
King.
video.
Flick your bean.
Have we talked about this, Dan, about John B. Keane before? He was from Listowel in County Kerry. We'll have talked about him.
Right.
But
The drink.
oh,
Yeah.
sorry, we've
You
talked
can
about
talk
it.
about it again.
A brilliant video of this guy talking about how much he's predisposed to love a pint, like, and it's like it's from the 80s or whatever, and it like there's a bit in it where he's like going, there has never been a man born with such a predilection for liquor as myself, right? And he's talking about how much he loves a pint, he loves a fucking whiskey chaser and all this, right? I love the plop of whiskey into a glass, right? And then it cuts back, it like pans out or whatever, zooms back, and his wife's just standing there, like, and he's like, I'm very lucky to have a wife who has never been too hard on me about drinking liquor. And she goes, he's tried to give it up a few times, like, but every time he does, he turns into a nasty cunt. So we just prefer him to drink. He gets addicted to other things, which is
Yeah.
a classic
Yeah, that's
classic
addictive
addict
behavior.
thing.
Isn't it?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You give up your drink, and he's fucking baiting through coffees and bars of chocolate, like, and
Pornhub 12
fucking,
times
you know,
a day.
fucking baiting the kids, like, you know what I mean? Allegedly. Actually, he's dead. I can say what I want about him, but he was a great writer. Wrote a couple of great things, on The Field is one of them, like. And I think it's heavily influential on Banshees of Inisherin.
But
It's that type of writing, like.
But I liked it because again, it's just simple and the characters do the work.
Brilliant.
That's what you
Great
want.
acting as well.
Oh,
And it
tremendous.
just looks. It looks.
But
brilliant.
then it gets to the point where you're like, come on, Brenton, Brenton, don't cut your fingers off.
stop cutting. Stop cutting your fingers
Like
off.
I'm a stubborn bastard. Like you'll not meet many more stubborn than this guy. But I draw. a line
I'm not
my
cutting my
off.
fingers. I'm not cutting any of me off over a row. Like I cut. I'm more likely to cut parts of someone else.
Can you
off.
imagine Shane goes down to do tea with me one day and it's just my pinky on the table because he's not returned my phone call or something?
I
You know
think,
what I mean? It's like, what's he doing?
see, but when you say it like that, it's funny.
Yeah. Listen, you didn't ring me back. There's my fucking finger.
There's my ring finger. Give me a ring.
Speaking
Um,
of drink, that show that I'm doing in the courthouse, they decided themselves to write a wee blurb about me. And can you want me to read it to you?
Yeah.
Because I read it and went, why are these guys doing this? Let's see, because it made me laugh. I was like, someone's having a fucking giraffe here, but it was good banter. So let's see what they wrote. This is a blurb trying to sell a show that I'm doing. Dave Elliott is bringing his acclaimed show Roleplay to Bangor following a packed out night at the Wall Garden as part of this year's Open House Festival. I agree with that. It's fair. Dave is one of the funniest men on the circuit and has impeccable taste. His favourite drink is a pint of Guinness and Fieldies, and his best friend is Diona Doherty, who's playing with us next year. Will not hold his love of Arsenal against him.
What does it all mean, courthouse?
Like, come and see me. You know, this is like a. He loves a pint of Guinness. He's best mates with the owner, who's also doing a show, and he's an Arsenal bastard. He's a gooner.
He's a good.
You know, and I'm gonna say,
Who's Dave Elliott? He's a good.
he's a gooner. See, if I do any more shows, I want people to write with that same level of.
Do you not write your own blurbs for shows?
Oh yeah, but that's not what I wrote. They must have gone.
I hate having to
You
do
know
that.
what?
I hate having to
Yeah.
write about myself in the third person.
Oh mate, I had to do that today, and for like the tours coming up, and I was like, "What should I add in?" And it's like, following the blah blah blah, Disney Ulster Hall, and he's on TV podcast, and SSC, and he's doing another thing, and I nearly said that I'm not supposed to say until November, but he's doing one on tour, and then it's like I just read and go, "What a wanker!"
I know, yeah.
What a
I read
wanker,
and go.
you know?
Sound. I write these things about myself, and I go, sounds like a cunt.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's
I know
mental.
it's horrible, and then
We'll
like.
do a wee quick match.
Yes, and my eldest Holly, she's starting talking about herself in the third person to my youngest one. She'd be like,
That's
"Yeah,
interesting.
would you like some dinner?" Holly's eating her dinner. Would you want? And it's like, Holly, you're 5, fish of 5.
Pretty funny, like, to be fair.
Well, Holly's eating it. Would you not like to eat too, Tidgy? I'm like, no.
Is that what she calls her? Titchy?
Matilda gets called Tidgy. Yeah,
Oh, Tidgy.
Tidgy. Yeah.
I thought you said Titchy.
What was
She's
funny
small.
actually? I was looking for something, in an old
You need to hold it.
in a WhatsApp group, and I don't know how it came up, but it was the day Matilda was born, and do you want to put me whoever I am to Dave or whatever? My mother-in-law had like announced it in the family group that Matilda had been born, and she wrote that like born today, weighing blah 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 blah, baby Matilda, to be known as Tilly. No one ever once said that. She just was like, I don't like that name very much, so you could call her Tilly.
This
please.
is the thing.
She hasn't been called it once in her life.
There's this thing where, like, I'm going to random out. Or here, what would the United Arsenal?
Yeah, let's do it, man. We're here.
There's a thing where, like, when you used to go, oh, you're 5-star and I'm only 4.5. Don't like that.
That's Edward and Katia. He's not going to be playing for me at all.
There's
Can you do consents here and see?
I changed it to alternate for you, which we're hoping works.
Can I try a wee something different?
Sure. I mean, it won't save it. So
I'll give it a rattle. Sure, we'll try it. We'll hope for the best.
hashtag same old. Hashtag are we really doing?
But
this
would
again?
would this be me on No Blasters if we didn't give it a rattle? Would it be, Kieran?
I'm looking forward to changing my controls, and then I still win. But anyway, you used to bring kids up to get them christened, and priests would just fucking make up the names.
All
Which
right,
I think's
okay.
mental.
I
I
was
was like
wondering what
the
you were gonna say
Christmas
there.
child Nancy, and it goes Natan.
I was named David twice. I think they have to do this birth certificate or something as well. And my
Oh.
dad went to collect it twice, and the man had put
David Quick's not as
David.
strong a name as Dan Quick.
That was
Sure,
actually
son.
what I was known as when I did sports days.
Dave Quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was known as.
Thank you.
I can't think of anything funny. I'm too tired.
Kieran Quick would have been quite simple.
But I wasn't quick though. You know
No.
what I mean? Kieran Slothful.
Kieran Carnage.
Yeah.
If you were a wrestler, mate, what would your wrestling name be?
Oh, it definitely needs to be the big son. I just changed my controls, Dave, so you fucked me. But
Don't
we'll
worry.
see how we go.
standard Dave Elliott on No Blasters.
I've just like tackled
Hey.
myself because I have no controls.
Take me to the clouds above.
Sort of wish I knew what controls you had just fucked me with.
Oh, it's all right, mate. You've got the game and all. Don't worry. I'm a guest, so it's like, we'll sort me out.
I'm
I'd
still,
see
I'm
that's
still playing well.
that's
considering-
football. That's football. That's what you want to be doing. Like, don't cut across the box here. Pull it back. Do a nice finish in the far corner.
Oh, should have scored there. I'm doing alright considering I don't even know what buttons I have. So,
And aren't Anthony Marshall's on the bench or on the team?
he starts for me on this
Why? Oh no,
because
Rambo.
United's team is shite. Like, to be fair,
And Kelly is my least favorite Arsenal player. I'd never have had him in the team if I.
did you not just go to the team management there?
No, I went to setting.
I should definitely go on the management.
You know what, Kieran? You only die once, mate. Just live in the moment and do who you mean. There he is. Eki
Do
Teki.
who you mean?
Do what you mean. Do who you mean. Do whatever you want, mate. You're young. You're free. You're not single, but
Don't
you
listen
can
to what
pretend
anyone
be.
says. Do whoever you mean. Oh.
Oh.
Good, Onana. You've done something for once in your life.
You know what, though? I think part of the problem with Onana is his hair goes too high. Like, he looks like he's a wee bit of a wizard or something. You can't take him seriously. Nana.
My nephew Ronan's worried that people are jumping on Onana and we're gonna Harry Maguire him.
a guy, but
But,
Yeah, but if you're that shit, you deserve it.
he deserves to be jumped on, like, as far as not physically.
you're not saying advocating
I'm not
violence?
inciting violence, yeah. He deserves all the verbal jumpage that he can get. So, what was I going to say? Have we any questions left over, Dan?
From last night or from earlier today.
Either. Marshall.
Oh,
It's
good
a
finish.
dirty wee
That's a
finish
good
there
finish.
from him. Calm as fuck.
And this is why he's a starter for you?
He starts. He has pace. He's good in that first 50.
Is he just not that good, or do you think he's got a hard time, Marshall, and not a consistent run of games or in one consistent position?
I think he is inconsistent by nature. Yeah. Because when he was playing all the time, he still was only maybe getting low double figures for United. Like,
What about Rashford? Do you love him, or do you
Love-
think he's...
I love him, but he's not having a good season. But then United aren't having a good season, so I don't think it's. I think it's very unfair for people to be like, you know, oh, he like that he's the problem at United, or because I don't think it's him. He proved last season how good he is, and then they've played him in different positions last season, and I know that there's
Do you think Ten Hag's good, or do you think he's... Oh, he's giving you a penalty for
Has
that?
he?
He's serious? Oh, and he sent me
oh,
off.
you fucked yourself.
No,
Dave.
I didn't do... That's not good refereeing. Come on, mate.
Well, we are playing with your controls, Dave.
No, but that's not a foul. You ran into me. That's referee. You're being a shite bag.
Oh, here, the controls hidden here for this
Bruno Fernandes.
crucial penalty.
You know what Bruno Fernandes is? We arsehole. The Jens Lehmann technique.
Oh, Bruno, you've done it, son.
I disagree with that red card. That's really sad.
Did it. Oh.
Do we have to only play one match? Can we do two
Oh, we
header?
definitely don't have time for two, Dave. And that's coming from...
Oh,
That's not coming from me. That's coming from upstairs, you know.
we're in the top
big
floor of
wigs.
the building.
From the big wigs. That was a nice week, Dummy. You did me out.
Oh, no, eat that. What did he?
I think
hit that
Onana's
with?
better offline than he is when I play with him
He's
on.
better in the game for sure, baby. Oh, get in
He's done
there.
all right there for me.
Kai Havertz, he's a man that you didn't realise as big as he is. Oh, no.
There's a chance for Anthony. Oh, he's done you. He's done you. Oh, I've been done. He's been done. I'm trying to think of what I'm going to get on the way home. I'm a wee bit starvacious today. I've been up very early, and I've been up since 6. It's now 1:45, and not since 6. That's a lie. 7, and it's 1:45, and I haven't eaten yet. I had a Biscoff, which is eaten, and I had a wee coffee.
37
with it.
calories, mate.
And I had a wee skinny latte to go with it. 51 calories or so in those.
And skinny lattes.
Yeah, according
Nice.
to what do you call it?
Oh, why do you do that,
My
you silly
fitness
tube?
pal.
You can just call me Dave.
So I'm sort of looking forward to getting something on the way home. I don't know what I'm gonna get.
I have a tuna pesto with sweet corn for my lunch today. And then I have a nice protein
make
yogurt.
that, did you?
I did, aye.
That's
Because
interesting.
I did a wee bit of badness last night with the pizza. Now, ref,
I
you're
know.
going to send Saliba off
I
for that.
had a lot of pizza last night, to be fair. I probably ended up having definitely a full pizza, like.
Yeah,
which
me
is
too.
Quite a lot.
Yeah, but you know
But
what?
do you know what though? Yesterday,
That's
was he? Oh, he's away as well.
he is.
Marcus.
Benny Blanco, go on. Oh, he's done him.
Done yet.
Oh, he's done him. That's a super.
Is that in? Oh,
What a goal that is. That's a good goal.
It's the worst thing you've ever done.
oh,
What did you do there?
just gave myself a wee nipple squeeze. But I glared in the camera when I did it. Like
That was a good goal.
like a fucking murderer.
See, that's what we want to see. That's
Silk.
what we want to see.
You want silk
Yeah.
on the pitch.
Robert Kilroy is what I call it.
Ain't that the Veritas? That's awful by me. Bruno.
Sam wants to know, it's Halloween soon. What's the worst sweet you can receive when trick-or-treating?
Definitely fucking soggy. Like, not soggy.
Oh, no.
Fosy. Fosy's a word, by the way, and it's a real word. It's the word for when you let the air get it, crisps, or something that's meant to be crunchy or crisp, and it goes that sort of soft, like your fucking granny breathed on it. So fuzzy monkey nuts are bound to be the worst thing you can get at Halloween, aren't they?
Mm.
Or
a bounty.
did you ever get like given like old person sweets by somebody, where they give you like
Powder, like powdered sweets,
no, you know,
cinnamon
like,
lozenge.
there was these old ones down our street. Whenever I was a bit younger, and they would have given you like, did you ever get like glacé fruit sweets? Oh, that's another
he
red.
took a
Dave,
dive.
that's another
He
red.
took a dive, Reffy.
That must be another red.
Oh, probably. I think it's a fair one, but I think he left the leg back on it. I'm going to. Oh, they've done it dirty on Gabrielle. Why
He
have they
left
made
the
him full
leg
balls?
back on it, or you read through him, Dave?
Oh no.
Did he get sent?
He did get sent. Yeah,
He fucking better get sent.
he's sent.
Yeah, he is sent. He's gone. I don't know what. Oh no, it's the wrong button. Right, I think this is the blast.
Oh, he's done it!
Oh, aye.
Unbelievable strike.
Oh, aye.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
The other side.
If he scores again, where's he going next? That's how I that was a good.
Gonna need a bit of hot sauce on my finger when I do the next one. Oh, it's a strike from Bruno. Like.
Dear.
So
Gabrielle.
what would your what's the anti-sweet? You know, when you at Halloween for you, Dave?
It's just a bounty. I just don't like.
You don't
them.
like bounties?
Nah, mate.
I love a wee bounty.
Nah.
Oh, it's poor. That is a poor finish.
Passing Arsenal.
I like a wee bar. I like a
Oh well, bar.
off the bar. I like a wee bounty. I'm trying to think what else I would think was shite. There was definitely ones down our street that would have given you like a handful of wild monkey nuts, like, and that's okay because I don't really agree with this sort of everybody should just be able to afford to hand out bags and bags of sweets at Halloween, like, but
My whole the
a
back
handful of like
sent off
fuzzy
here.
monkey nuts weren't even fresh. Do you know what I mean?
Need
That would
to-
be a bad time for me. Like, what would be yours?
Bounty.
No, I was saying it down.
All
Sorry.
right.
Yeah, any kind of boiled sweets, just a waste of time.
Do you know
what
what
about a boiled egg? Would you rather that?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Do you know what I quite like?
But still in the shell. I don't want them
A
peeled.
Scotch egg? Do you take one of those?
Yeah.
Do you know what I quite like, but they're not as good as they used to be? They're not as hot as they used to be. Cinnamon lozenge.
I like the cinnamon lozenge.
Yeah. Not as sweet. That you like?
Remind me of Red Aftershock.
Oh, see, red aftershock reminds me of cinnamon lozenges.
See, I don't like drinks like that are stinking. Like, it turns you. Like, if you've ever drunk it and bulked, it ruins it for
Gin, that's for me.
you. Like, did you ever have a drink? Was there ever a specific drink that elicited certain emotions in you? Like, for instance, gin would make me highly, like, emotionally volatile in terms of, like, feeling weepy.
That's the one I want, right? Okay.
But
We're away to the
then-
races here, boys.
But then vodka might turn me into like a
Angry.
like a raging monster.
You don't strike me
Um,
as a wee angry one.
I do.
You don't?
If I ever had vodka,
Mm-hmm.
like, and then I happened a couple of times when I first started sort of going out properly,
Yeah.
where I thought vodka will be the drink here, and then it was making me into an angry cunt, and I stopped drinking it.
And you don't really drink much at the minute. Is that
No.
something you miss or?
Nah, don't give a fuck. Really don't miss it at all. Do you know what it is? I'll have it if I really want it, but it's just really rare that I go, I'll have this. I like having one or two, like when we be maybe away on like a holiday or
free
something.
kick, Reffy.
It probably was a free kick. There we go, Marcus. I didn't mean to make that pass.
Oh,
but
Benny Blanco's fucked it.
I've done you.
Chip me. Oh, you've done it. Do we not have time for one more? I feel like we've got the controllers here now. I feel like I know what's going on. One more game.
Oh, but definitely don't do it.
Game.
Dan hates it.
game.
Like, I also thought I would be home by 1 o'clock, which isn't happening. So,
No.
but again, probably my fault. But
Yeah.
have you enjoyed this trip into the
Today?
studio today?
No,
to
I've
do the
had a
episode?
really nice time. I feel like
Oh,
you know,
got brilliant,
I
Dave,
think
6-0.
you know that's fair, but
2 minutes in,
I
with
feel
your
like
controls.
I feel like I need to get my flowers. You know, I feel like probably one of the most improved Blasters guests from the first time here to now.
Flowers?
And flowers, yeah, I think I'm good.
I'm gonna go and get flowers.
Nice time.
That we shop.
I'm going to bring them to me, give them literally. Yeah, so no, I enjoy it. I love coming on. No Blasters, I had a really nice time on your live show. I had a nice time last night, and I've had a nice time today. I feel like I don't know
Mate, you've been
what to do
basically-
tomorrow.
I know.
You know, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow.
Just
Now
start
here.
hosting it. 'Cause
Yeah, let's
you've
come
been on
in.
everything.
Yeah,
Thanks for doing it today, especially
Pleasure.
because won't say who, but we had a guest who put.
what does it rhyme with?
Fiona. In fairness,
Is it my best mate?
It's your best mate, but she's gonna be on the next episode. So, circle back next week. But
Yeah.
I will. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for coming in, mate.
Pleasure.
Great
Thanks for
times.
having me.
Cheers. Bye. Oh, love.